First at 5:30, intense testimony and cross-examination today in the trial of Lindsay Clancy. The Duxbury mother is accused of killing her 3 young children and attempting suicide in 2023.
The defense is trying to convince a jury to find her not criminally responsible due to her mental illness. Sophia Zabo has been tracking this trial closely now for weeks and joins us live in studio with the latest. Sophia.
Well, Kim and Mike, the prosecution attacked a key piece of Lindsay Clancy's defense, questioning whether or not she heard voices leading up to the killings. The distinction could be critical in shaping the jury's view about her mental state.
35-year-old Lindsay Clancy writing a note to her defense attorney Kevin Reddington on Wednesday, one of their key witnesses returning to the stand, giving his diagnosis.
She had bipolar disorder with postpartum psychoses. In addition, she was unable to conform her behaviors to the rule of law, and she had no appreciation for the wrongfulness of her act.
Dr. Paul Zeisel has been in the courtroom throughout the trial and admits to being friends and colleagues with Reddington. The prosecution looks to discredit him and his diagnosis.
Confirmation bias accounts for the fact that a lot of times people, clinicians and providers will cling to diagnoses and interpret subsequent information in light of that kind of already perceived idea.
Reddington is trying to prove that Clancy was suffering from postpartum psychosis during the killings. Dr. Zeisel testified to her mental state in early January of 2023. It's just before prosecutors say she strangled her 3 children, then jumped out of a second-story window.
Did she have, at this point, intrusive thoughts continuing regarding voices in her head that she heard constantly?
Yes.
What were these voices saying to her?
They were getting worse, and they were telling her to kill herself.
Prosecutors are trying to convince a jury Clancy planned the killings in cold blood. They zero in on the doctor's claims of her hearing voices.
You're aware that when she described intrusive thoughts, she never referred to them as a voice telling her to kill herself, did they? Did she?
No, she was referring to...
It's just a yes or no?
No.
Now, without the presence of the jury, the judge did hear testimony from a former worker at McLean Hospital. She made a TikTok about the case, and the defense wanted her testimony to be heard. The judge ultimately ruled against this being heard with the jury present, lacking the lack of materiality. Sophia Zabo reporting, 12 News.